my soul on fire every morning and every evening. And baby, we can't get any higher. But if you like to take a ride, we can discover what we're hiding. Baby, you set my soul on fire every morning and every evening. And baby, we can't get any higher. But if you like to take a ride, we can discover what we're hiding.
Yo, what's up? Good morning to you. This is the Freight Trapping Podcast, and I'm your host, Mr. James Roberts, a.k.a. Solo Bobby. What's going on? People in the distance, what's going on? I know it's early. I know y'all out there getting loaded. Hey, but I just thought I'd give y'all something to look at for later on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I hope you guys are being safe. I hope you guys are staying healthy. Hey, man, make sure you detox your body. Make sure you detox your body. I mean, nothing is 100% proven, right? But I do know if you detox your body and get some of that trash out of you that we eat on the road and we get back home and we try to figure out why we're so sluggish. If you detox your body once a week when you get back home, that will save you from some of the illnesses that are going on, some of the sicknesses. And so I just encourage you guys to whatever you use, sea moss, detox tea, whatever you use. I don't promote anything because I try what works best for me, right? But you have to detox your body. You have to. It's a must. From the years of eating, bad, for the generation X that I'm a part of, we had began to be more health conscious. And so that's where we figured out, some of us in that generation started doing CMOS and checking out Dr. Sabi and checking out some of the other herbalists that have, different things that'll help your body from years of tearing it down, right? So I just want to say, man, detox your body on a weekly basis. If you in and out of those different climates, if you eating those different foods that we know are not healthy for you, detox your body. As always, we are the Freight Trapping Podcast. We are Millionaire Freight Trapping, but we are Freight Trapping Podcast. Hey, man, go to the Freight Apparel store. Get your gear. Get your hoodies. We got the white ones. We got the black ones. We got other ones. Go get your hoodies, man. It's cold. It's chilly outside. Get your T-shirts. And also, get your mugs. We got mugs. We got other apparel. We got backpacks. My wife, she put a lot of stuff in the store. Get your Freight Trapping Podcast. Get your Millionaire Freight Trapper. It ain't about the podcast. It's because you're a freight trapper. So let me reset the podcast and help you understand what freight trapping is. If you book a load, if you on that load board on DAT and you getting your guys moving off of that board, if you calling shippers, if you getting in contact with owner operators to move loads, you freight trapping. Plain and simple. You freight trapping. If you in this industry and you going to go get it, you're an owner operator, you out there hustling, you're a city driver, you're a box truck driver, you're a limousine driver, you got a limousine company, you're a freight trapper. you're going to get it. You're part of this industry. And that's what this podcast is all about. It's for the industry, for the people, bring you news, interviews. Man, we got a interview coming up, the first one of the year, episode 1. My wife say I be confusing her because she be like, "What episode is it?" Da, 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 da. I've decided that these news segments that I do, telling you what's happening in the industry, I won't label these as episodes. My episodes will be for interviews. So I interview any and everybody. You don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need to be a billionaire. You don't need to be a thousandaire. You need to be a hustler. You need to be a freight trapper. You need to be somebody that's going out there to get it. If you want to come on and just ask me a bunch of questions about transportation, that's fine. If you want to come on and just kick the fat about anything, that's what the trap is. We sitting in the back of my cab. We in my cab. I'm in my cab and I'm talking to my people. I'm not a blogger. I don't vlog every day. I podcast. I sit down. I think about what I want to say. I go on the street sometimes, but I mostly research, find topics that I think mean something to the industry. Like the ELDT that's coming up in February that you're going to have. Which simply just means that you got to have a certificate to take the test. If you don't have any other credentials on your license, you will have to go get a certified certificate in order to take the CDL test. That's it. Then, what else? Oh, for everybody who have ELDs, PeopleNet, Qualcomm, whatever you use as an electronic logging device, they are moving over to 5G. So you need your system to be upgraded. Whoever you are with, I think we just went through that whole system change because 3G will no longer be able to transmit your logs to DOT. And if you're unable to transmit your logs to DOT, you will receive a ticket. So get with your carrier, whoever you're using your ELDs to do your electronic logs. Get with them. Make sure you're on the 5G network. And make sure you're able to transmit your logs if you get pulled over. Okay? So that's what I do. I kind of hone on in what the industry's doing and try to do a deeper dive than just reading the article. Try to break the article down and give you guys more information on top of interviewing. This Sunday, I am so excited. This Sunday, and I want to do this early because I do not want to forget. This Sunday, And they loving, working, and building together. And so that's what this is all about in the industry is, you come together and you begin to build in the industry. And so I'm excited about talking to him this Sunday. I'm excited about talking to him this Sunday. So if you guys can, please tune in. If you're watching this back, tune in this Sunday. Mr. Devon and Tijuana Hudson of Hudson Freight will be on the podcast. Our first interview of the year. We got plenty more planned. And like I said, if you want to be on the podcast, if you want to just talk, if you want to be interviewed, or if you want to just sit down in the back of the cab and have a conversation, hit me up. You can email me. You can comment. You can come in, email the Freight Trapping Podcast, and I will get you set up. I will send you the calendar, and we will get you set up because I do this for the truckers. I do this for the culture. I'm not biased. I don't only do millionaires. I don't only do truckers. I don't only do freight dispatchers. I don't only do freight brokers. I don't only do freight agent, broker agents. I do everybody because, as my company says, 18 gears. It takes every gear to make this transportation thing roll, right? Okay, so that's it. That's all the advertising I have. Let's jump right into it. I won't be before you long, but I want to do something because everything is a teaching moment with me, right? Everything is a teaching moment. So, Instagram, you might want to go to YouTube because I can't show you the video on Instagram. Shout out to the Asian Mars Show. This is strictly for educational purposes. I'm not trying to monetize anything. So we're gonna get into a video that I wanna play. And so we're gonna get into this video. And let's do a little education on it.
Yep. Wasn't even connected.
Never touched the curb.
Yeah, wasn't even connected.
So what you're seeing here, for everybody, what you're seeing here is you're seeing where a driver came in, he's a container, came in to pick a load up from a company. And you get into all of these little tight spaces a lot. So he came in to pick the load up and he flipped over. So let's go into the video and see, what was going on. Just skip a little bit. Woo! If you wanted a new car, there it is.
Is it? Oh no.
Y'all go over and follow the Asian Mars Show, man. He get a lot of news. He get a lot of people contact him. And he do a lot of news reels. So y'all go over to the Asian Mars Show, like, subscribe, check him out. Let's continue. So he says, and this is his opinion because it couldn't be a fact, the driver didn't do a pre-trip. We can say that, but we don't know that. So it's a matter of opinion. We can say he didn't do a pre-trip, but he probably didn't do a full pre-trip, right? So let's see what's going on here.
Hey, mother truckers. So I get a call.
So let's skip up a little bit. He's going to the site right now. He's going in, and they're allowing him to come in and, you know, do his little assessment. Guess he's going to go in after. So let's pick it up here.
Just completely just ripped that Mustang right in half.
Here come that big money right there. That's that tow truck right there just for showing up is about 15-12. Oh, it got two of them. Oh, yeah. They're going to flip that baby back over.
As you can see, the truck driver, you know, he's devastated, right? So, mother truckers, I'm just letting you guys know, definitely, you always have to check that pen, man. So, I just came on the scene right here.
So, you know, whenever you have an accident like that, I don't care who you are, it's going to shake you up just a little bit. And I'm just skipping past this because I'm doing some teachable moments here in trucking, and it really doesn't that part of it really the teachable moment is this. Whenever you have any kind of accident, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off on Instagram, guys. I'll let you guys. Whenever you have a moment like this and a driver rolls over a truck, you have to really just say, thank you, God, nobody got hurt. Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of workers, they come out of the building and they sit in their cars and they take breaks. And they are aware of trucks coming in, but they look forward to us being courteous, knowing what we're doing, knowing how to get in and out of these certain spots. I just thank God that nobody was in their truck taking a smoke break, right? That's the first thing. That nobody was in their car taking a smoke break, because it could have been much, much worse than it is. You trying to, as a trucker, you say, well, how? Man, look, somebody could have been in that car. Somebody could have been standing over there waiting for him or trying to flag him, trying to help him bag out. And them not knowing that his fifth wheel and his kingpin is not locked. They don't know that. He's a professional truck driver. Everything's supposed to be attached. That's why. So let's move forward.
When he tried to pull the vehicle up and haul it away, the trailer, it tipped over, so smashed a couple of cars at the same time.
So let's see exactly what happened here. Oh, it was on the other side of the cars. So he drove it.
So, as you can see here, he got loaded here and was making that left turn, and that trailer just tipped over. Bow.
Wow. Okay. Got it. Oh, so the trailer was actually already on there,
He never disconnected from it.
and then he really, and then he parked on the side.
We can bring you inside.
Oh yeah. Can we see that on the big screen?
They need that white turn.
So they're going to take a look at the videotape of when he pulled in. Because I guess he's saying that he hit the curve and he tipped over. Remember, they got cameras everywhere
Oh yeah.
at these businesses. So
So all right, let's check out what we're looking for.
remember
Let's
that.
start at when he drove up. Fast forward a little bit.
He's getting loaded right here. He got loaded. And it's a lot of places like this that load you just like this. So that's not unusual.
He was coming in.
So he's parked on the curve. He's in here, already in. He backs up, takes a wide turn, bow.
Wasn't even
He
connected.
never touched the curb.
Yeah, wasn't even connected.
So he drove in. He drove in like that. Come on, man. He drove in like that. Huh. I'm just glad that he didn't lose that trailer. Wherever he came from, down the highway, down the street, I'm glad he didn't lose that trailer before then. I hate to say it, but this is minimal right here. This is minimal damage compared to what could have been. Right? This minimal damage to what could have been. They say this is a 30-year driver. So they said it was 30 years makes this, is that no matter how long you've been in the industry, no matter how long you think that you know what you're doing, no matter how much you think you know about this industry, it is so safety sensitive that even after 30 years, a minor mistake like forgetting to check your kingpin lock, forgetting to ensure that your latch is in, is the smallest but the biggest of mistakes. They say don't get into a routine, but when it comes down to pre-tripping, I have to be in a routine. I have to. Because for me, walking, getting out of my truck, walking past the airlines, walking past the fifth wheel, walking past my dolly, walking all the way back to the back of the truck is a waste of motion. First of all, how are you going to check your lights if you haven't connected your airlines and your pigtail in order to get to the back? I'm not going to walk to the back, then walk back to the front, connect, then walk back. No. See, that's how stuff you forget. Then people be talking to you, you having conversations, and all of that kind of stuff. I get out of my truck, set my brakes, get out of my truck, grab my keys, close my door. The first thing I do is connect my airlines, my pigtail. Check my airlines to make sure there's no cracks. Check my pigtail to make sure there's no cracks in the line, no wiring is exposed. Because I've already did a tug test when I hooked up. I did a light tug test. Okay, that's the first check. The next check after I do the pigtail and the airlines is I immediately look on my catwalk, make sure there's no debris, make sure all of my wires are connected. And when I'm on my catwalk, I look at my fifth wheel. Look at the front of the fifth wheel. You can see the latch. If the latch is not all the way in, there's a problem. Then I move under the trailer and check the lock jaws to make sure everything's locked. Then I move and dolly my trailer up or down. Well, dolly the legs up in this case because I'm moving. I dolly the legs up. Secure the bar. Then I walk to the back of the trailer, check the lights. Make sure marker lights are working, flashes are working, stop lights are working, license plates on the lights are working. That's my routine when hooking up. That's my routine when hooking up. My routine when unhooking, same thing. I unhook my airlines first because I've had situations where I pulled out with the airlines attached. It happens. It happened. So from now on, before I pull out or before I do anything else, I unhook my airlines and my pigtail. I go down the catwalk and I unlatch the fifth wheel. Go down the line, look under, make sure the lock jaws are opened. Dolly down. Then I do the rest of my pre-trip on my trailer. Post-trip. This was an incident that I agree shouldn't have happened, but it happened. And these are the type of things that we have to be careful about. I'm going to skip forward to where they say he didn't do a pre-trip.
Yeah.
The reason why they say he didn't do a pre-trip. Skip forward.
That's part of the trail.
It is?
This is part of the trail. This locks into here.
Okay, yeah.
This is all the way up. This handle locks in place, locks the trail.
This impacted right here. That's fresh.
Where at though?
No, he put it
So this right here is why they say he didn't do a pre-trip. Because at this moment, if you would have did a pre-trip, this handle is long enough for you to walk, get out of your truck, get your airlines and your pigtail, hook it up to your trailer, look under the trailer at this bar. This, when connected properly, should be in. This is where your lock jaws will lock your kingpin in place to your landing gear. Your fifth wheel plate. Lock jaws, bar. So this shoves in, this locks. In, lock. Out, release. In, locked, out, release. This is why they say he didn't do a pre-trip. Because this is pulled out. If he'd have did a pre-trip and that container was top heavy, he hit the curve and he tilted over, this whole truck would have tilted over as well. Or this fifth plate, this skid plate here, would have came off the trailer if not connected properly. If he would have been locked. Or it would have flipped over and tore all of this off the truck. All of this would have been torn off the truck. Now, just because he did a pre-trip and all of this would have been in, doesn't make him not liable. But at least you could say he did a pre-trip. And it was a mechanical failure. Or even to the point he say he hit the curve, still, it's your fault. You hit the curve. But here is the reason why he didn't hit the curve, but he didn't pull his fifth wheel out. So now we got all of this mess. Container turned over. Cars ruined. 30 years of experience. It's not going to take his license, but his insurance. He may be an own operator. He may work for the company. But like I said, man, this is just a teachable moment. These type of videos, shout out to Asian Ma again. He's one of the podcasts that I follow because that's what I do. This is a safety issue when you don't do a pre-trip. This is something that we as drivers, we have to pay attention to. Make sure we're doing pre-trip, post-trip. I know it's tedious. I know it's a headache, but this is why it has to be done to make sure that we don't hurt anyone, make sure that we don't hurt any property, make sure that when we go into these businesses, these shippers, these receivers, that we go in, even as a broker and a dispatcher, you have to make sure that you have drivers, owner operators that are safe and in compliance and that are doing what they're supposed to do. Right? That are doing what they're supposed to do. So, man, like I said, this was an educational moment for me. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. A simple educational moment for me. Shout out to Asian Ma for getting that call. Shout out for him for posting the video. Shout out to him for allowing me to use his video, to use his content, to do some teachable moments in trucking. Because that's what we do here at the Freight Trapping Podcast. I teach. I learn. And that's what makes everything safer in the community. And like I said, man, this is what we do. This is what I do. Man, look, it has been a pleasure. I told y'all I won't be here long. I'm at 35 minutes. We out of here. Don't forget, go get your Freight Trapping mugs. Go to the store. Everything's in the community. It's in the description. All the websites, how to contact us, how to buy your apparel. The young lady that was singing, she's in the description. I get these. I get the music from a source, and so she's independent. But you guys go look her up because I think I like the song and it's fabulous. I like it, and so that's why I play it a lot. So hey, man, we out 10-4. We out, man. Make sure you do your pre-trip. Make sure you do your pre-trip. Make sure you do the post-trip. Make sure you do your intra-trip. Because it could have been that he stopped to get some gas or get some breakfast and somebody pulled it. It happens. You have haters like that. Don't think you don't. You have haters like that. You got people that hate Old Dominion, R&L, Yella, They hate FedEx. They hate Amazon. They hate you as a owner operator because you're out there hustling. They hate the fact that you out there doing business. You have haters out here. And there's a possibility that he pulled over, got some breakfast, and somebody hate the company he worked for, hate him as an owner operator, don't like what he do. He probably parked somewhere, blocked somebody in. They got mad and pulled it. That could happen. That could happen. So we're not going to sit here and say that couldn't have happened. But it can. All scenarios are in play. So if you pull into a rest stop, pull into a Flying J, pull into anywhere to get you something to eat, and you never know, somebody might, this damn trucker, then park right here, God damn it, and get mad. And go over there and pull unlock your fifth wheel, unlock your jaws. You have to, when you get out at places like that, do an intra-trip inspection and make sure everything is latched. That could have happened. And he was already loaded, so the weight of it kept him attached to the fifth wheel plate. So the weight of it kept him latched. I just don't see how him braking and all of that and hitting his brakes. Maybe he was just, maybe they have a container house where maybe he was somewhere and he had just picked that up. And maybe he was in close. Maybe he never got on the thoroughfare. Maybe he never got on the highway. But at the end of the day, I'm glad we don't have a situation where we're saying that a truck driver lost his load and killed somebody's family because he failed to assume, I'm assuming, that he didn't do a pre-trip. So, hey, guys. Hey, man, you guys have a good morning. I hope you enjoyed this little short educational video. Hey, man, we'll see you on next time. Oh, and I almost forgot. My wife is in the lab. She's in the lab. I'm in the lab. And we getting our beard product together. Yeah. We're getting it together. And because I've used several beard products and they haven't, well, some of them have, but it's like you have to have 4 or 5 to do what you really want them to do. So hopefully we're in the lab, we're talking to we're doing our research, and we're getting my beard product together. Yeah. I'm combing it because I'll put my conditioner in, I'll put my oil in, and yeah. So be looking out for that. We got that coming up too. Yeah, we got that coming up too. So, hey man, y'all have a good day. I should have talked about that earlier, but y'all have a good day.